It was National Drug Take Back Day, and there were 4 locations in Sioux City where people could stop at and anonymously and safely dispose of unwanted prescription medications. The Take Back Day is a biannual event. The last time Sioux City participated, the city collected over 260 pounds of unwanted prescription pills. Once collected, the medications are properly disposed of, mostly incinerated, as officials believe removing expired and unused medications from the home will prevent addiction and overdoses.
It's really important to get those medications out of your house because we know that there is that temptation for experimentation. We know, unfortunately, from research that 2/3 of teens that were surveyed last year, that those that misuse prescription medications, that they actually got those prescription medications from family and friends.
Murray added a few important reminders. 1, don't flush unwanted prescription medications, as that can be harmful to the environment. 2, fentanyl is prescribed as a medication, so make sure you know what they are and where they came from.